Welcome back. Welcome back. Would you like to introduce the next guest,
We
please?
have with us the guru of all things going on downtown. No, we have Carrie Richter with us, and she's here. She's real involved with CoFam, but she's here to talk about Harvest Homecoming. So tell us about this event and what our viewers should know.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you guys for having me. I always think it's fabulous to be here and visit with you guys. And
Wow.
You've been coming a long time because you brought your kids on here when they were
little.
Oh,
little.
yeah.
Little.
Well, it's funny because when I saw the Harvest Homecoming event come up, I just started texting the person on the link to Harvest Homecoming. And then she came on. I didn't know who she was. She goes, yeah, I probably could do it, blah, blah. And then I said, well, I'll need your name and contact information. Here's Carrie Richter. I go, oh, it's you.
Her.
So you're involved down there.
Yeah, so here's a great little cool tidbit. The Harvest Homecoming has been operated by the downtown organization, the Historic Harrison Business Association, HHBA. Is that how? I'm totally lost on that. But anyhow, they've done that for a couple of years. It was done by like the downtown vendors and things like that. With COVID, it kind of brought about this huge demand of owners to be really active in their own businesses instead of having employees being their main line. And it's because of lack of people being in the workforce. And so a lot of the owners that were operating with the Historic Business District, they're not able to participate in the capacity that they were before. So Harvest Homecoming was just going to disappear. And we have found with our farmers market vendors, because a lot of them, we have crafters and artisans, they really enjoyed that event. And we did a downtown Christmas event and had a really great turnout, inviting other people besides just the farmers market people to join. And so I just felt like there was a need that we needed to continue this. And we love Harrison, we love the downtown, and we love people coming into our town. So now Farmers Market is going to be operating the Harvest Homecoming event.
Okay.
And so what we are looking for, so this is why I'm here today, shameless plug, but we're looking for volunteers. We're looking for organizations that would like to hop on board and say, hey, listen, I would like to adopt this segment of Harvest Homecoming because we find it's important that we promote Harrison, the downtown area, or just Harrison in general. And we feel like it's important that we promote our organization as well. And so we're looking for volunteers in every single capacity. I'm also still seeking vendors to set up. And I don't like talking about COVID. It's that whole C word that nobody likes to talk about anymore. But it's still a reality.
Right.
And with that, last year's event had to be canceled because of COVID and a lot of the planning parts of it that weren't coming together. We're still struggling a little bit because people don't want to commit. They're afraid that if they pay that small, and it is small booth fee, that they may not, be able to participate in an event. It may get canceled. We do have a refund policy on it, so I don't want people to be scared about that.
Okay.
If we end up with issues like last year, unless the state deems that no events can be held, we'll still continue having the event, and we'll still have the precautions in place like we do at Farmers Market with if we have to go back to mask wearing or having hand sanitation and things like that. We'll still have all of those things in place. And as a vendor, you kind of agree coming into the event that knowing that that's a potential that may happen. But I'm really excited about this event. There's a lot of good things behind the scenes that are happening, and people that are stepping up to commit. Like we have one yesterday that committed, and I'm not going to say the organization yet because they're going to announce it, but they're going to be doing a 5K benefit.
Along with it, okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit different than what we've seen in the past for Harvest Homecoming. Our primary focus is going to be on promoting local businesses, local crafters, artisans, makers, producers, however you want to say it, to promote all things that are made, if that's what I want to say here. It's great that we have businesses who want to promote, but we'll have, if you're a business who wants to participate and you don't have something to sell, then you need to be providing an activity of some sort. to enhance the event. So that's kind of where we're going. It's not about making this huge profit kind of thing. It's about promoting local. And that's what our whole goal is with this event. The other thing that's changed is it's not a 2-day event. It's not going to be on both Friday and Saturday this year. We recognize that many participants have full-time jobs, and that's what pays their bills. And their weekend events, that's icing on the cake. So we're making this a Saturday-only event. If you are a vendor that's going to be registering, we'll be sending out some information on places you can stay, restaurants that you can enjoy while you're here, those kind of things. But we do recognize that many people work. So it's going to be Saturday-only event. With that being said, we've also reduced significantly the booth fees that are involved, because we know that most people are small businesses, they are makers. We want people to make a profit at the event. That's really what this is about, is promoting all these small entrepreneurs or growing entrepreneurs. I'd love to see more people. I've seen several people opening up storefronts that started at a market event or just a event like this, and that's what we want. We want more small businesses, to have ownership and things like this. So.
Yeah, and that in years past has been a huge event. I mean, people look forward to it all year, and you go down there and every square inch is taken, and that's what I love to see. There's been some years where it's sparse, and it's not as appealing, but when people get involved and it turns into an event and a memorable event. That's what you want.
Yeah. We're also working on parking, because we know that that's been an issue in past years, and using a separate parking area with transportation. If people aren't able to walk the couple of blocks to get to the event, we are also working with all the different city departments to make sure that we have emergency access to the square, and that we have good flow of traffic, and that we're not interrupting the downtown businesses. And we're also currently, I've been talking with several of the businesses on the downtown, how we can help support them during this event as well.
That's good.
Sometimes, events like this can impede on their business. And we don't want that to happen. We really do want every little piece of this event to come together and really be a good representation of the people here in Harrison, which is that we really do encompass everyone. And I want to see a lot of different people representing their businesses, and I'd like to see a diverse number of businesses represented. And when I say that, I want to say this too. If you're registering for this event, it is first come, first serve. So if you register and there's another business that sells pretty much the same product that you sell, we're going to probably refund your money, and we're going to have the first business who registered, because I don't want I don't want people to think that there's all these same businesses set up. I want a different aspect every time you turn the corner, every sidewalk that you walk down, because I want each person who registers to really profit from setting up at this event. So somebody who has a concern about whether or not there's another like-minded or like business that's set up, they can always text me. It's easier to text me than it is to call me, because I work during the day, but I think the number's there, 870-204-0216.
Yep.
And you can always ask me in advance if somebody's already signed up before you pay a registration fee. But if it is, we've done that to just a few so far. We've just contacted them and given them the option of either partnering with that other person, like we had I think it was Cincy or something like that. So we gave them the option of either partnering with the other consultant or refunding. So, we're trying to work with everybody, but make it unique.
So. You want it to be a good event.
When does Harvest Homecoming actually take place?
Okay, so October 2nd, it's on a Saturday, first Saturday of October. It's going to be from 8 a.m. in the morning until 6 p.m. in the evening. There is one other partner that we're working with that we may end the event with an outdoor showing at another location, outdoor movie showing at another location. So it might be something that, everybody can kind of end on a good note. But, we're We're looking for performers. That's going to be our next application it's out there. We're going to have all day events as far as performances on stage leading up to the event. We are looking for people that have a love for certain things. If you like to work with pageants, I'm not that gal. So we are looking for people who would be willing to do a pageant. Somebody who might be willing to do breakfast type foods because we always seem to have a lack of those.
Okay.
And since it is starting in the morning, and people are hungry when they come down,
Sure, yeah.
that would be a good thing that we're looking for. If you are a local nonprofit organization, this is also a good opportunity for you to do fundraising, perhaps have an activity that costs a certain amount per ticket, or people can buy, a raffle ticket or something like that. We want it to be a fun event and family oriented, so we are a little selective on certain things at our, maybe we aren't going to have certain vendors that wouldn't be as family oriented, but
So,
Okay.
I talk a lot.
and I think the best thing to do is go to maybe your Facebook or your Instagram, and just type in the keyword Harvest Homecoming, and it should bring you right to it, and then you can ask questions there.
Yep.
And I think we had your phone number up on the screen earlier too, and it's also at the end of the program, all that contact information if you want to call
And
you.
I will say this too, we've already had I know the spam thing is kind of a deal with people anymore. We're not going to send you a request for money or request for personal information for you to send it back to us through Messenger or to send it back to us by private messaging, anything like that. We have a registration form. That's where you enter in your information. We've already had a couple people who have been sending out messages, hey, why don't you send me your deets and I'll get you hooked up. So here's the deal. We've got a registration form. It's posted on our Facebook page. It's also posted on our Instagram page. People can just simply click on it. All the questions that they have, I'm pretty confident they'll find the information for it on the registration form. If there's other questions, they can always reach out to me and ask or send me a message through our Harvest Homecoming page. So pretty easy, but I thank you guys for letting me come on here.
Oh,
and just
absolutely,
yak.
Yeah,
So
that's in October, but if you're interested in maybe getting involved, you need volunteers, you want vendors, and you want a wide range of different things. So if you're even thinking about the possibility that your event, not your event, but your activity or your talent or whatever could be spotlighted or featured, give you a call and then you can disseminate from there.
yes,
Yeah.
I would love it. Anybody who wants to call me for any reason other than to ask me on a date, we're good.
Okay, all right. Carrie,
It's true, that
thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it, and
Yes, thank you.
yeah,
you.
the event's coming up in October, and we'll have
She
can we-
needs
we'll come-
volunteers now.
Yeah, we'll get you all hooked up, and we'll have you come back on a week or two before
Yeah.
the event, so we can promote it heavily.
That would be
Er,
super
heavily
great.
heavily
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thanks.
All right, we have Wanda from the Ozark Humane Society, and she is bringing on Snoopy. Oh, that's a pretty dog. Pretty white dog. Yeah, he's looking at us like, I'm up next. Get me
Yeah,
on.
he knows.
Yeah, we'll be right back.